That was pretty dumb though.
What did you do?
I forgot to unplug the hydro from the place and started driving away.
Dear.
Oops.
And you didn't wreck anything, I hope.
No, the cord looks fine. I'll have to look at the electrical box yet.
That's not very smart.
Good morning. We are just about ready to go. It's almost actually afternoon. We've been kind of taking our time again today. Nice to have AC hookup and have that going here. Everybody's getting pretty well ready. We're breakfast's done and full. We're still at the Love here. They got propane here, so I'm gonna go get that next one. That guy's done. There's a lot of RVs rolling through here. They also have water and sewer over there. And so I'm going to get that done, and that's free for anybody that camps here, so that's part of the price. Still pretty impressed. $47 to stay here the whole night. I mean, it still adds up, obviously, if you do that every day, but it's a lot cheaper than a campground. And it's free dumping and free fill up with water. Obviously, I have to pay for the propane. They have showers inside, laundry facilities inside, so we made use of that. My only complaint would be the price on that. The showers were, what was it, $16 for a shower. Like, that is crazy. And laundry is $3 a load, which might not be that out of line with, I thought it was a little higher than most laundromats. So. And dryers $3 as well. Now the convenient part is you can just put your card right in, so there's no coins needed. You just stick your Visa card in and it automatically took it off. So that was kind of neat for the laundry. What else? I think that's about it. We are, I think, 4 hours from Mount Rushmore, something like that. So that's where we're going to be heading towards today. It is supposed to rain for the next 5 or 6 days, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what we can get into. I guess we may end up being cooped in here. I do have a pile of farm taxes to finish off yet. I got all my paperwork with, so I could probably enter all that in the program today. Or sorry, in the next couple of days if it's raining, and kids can continue working on school, and Lisa's busy working on editing videos, trying to get one up every day for you guys. So, yep, that's it. You're up to speed. Okay, I think we officially lost today. Our neighbor to the left is gone. Our neighbors to the right are all gone. For the last ones. No kidding, every time we leave somewhere it seems like it's a bit of a race. You know, you gotta pack up before everybody else, but we definitely lost today. It is about a little after 12 o'clock and we're still sitting here. But we are finally ready to go. We are gonna head off to Mount Rushmore. Are you just amazed that I'm washing the window? All right. Alright, so one thing I really loved about the prairies is the coulees. It looks like we may have just found our first coulee. If you're not sure what that is, it looks like this. Great big hole in the ground with a river running through. Kind of like a canyon, I guess, but they're extremely wide. You could fit, you know, several hundreds of acres of land down on the bottom of one of these. I don't know, some kind of statue on the hill over here. I don't know. But these are absolutely beautiful. So especially if you live right out in the middle of the prairie where it don't rain much. When we lived in Saloon, there's like 3 months no rain at all. So no trees growing, nothing. It just gets kind of blah after a while. And so going down to a coulee is usually where there's some water and some trees and just, you know, some life. Something different, change of scenery. It's quite often a totally different temperature down the bottom as well. It'll be several degrees difference between the top and the bottom quite often. So, very neat. So I don't know, this is actually a river. I think it probably is. There's a couple bridges crossing it. If it was just a lake, I would imagine there wouldn't be. There's at least 3 bridges here. That one there looks like a train bridge. But we're still going down here. Dropping and dropping and dropping. So it's a pretty big one. We lived in southern Alberta. The Old Man River ran through. That was our biggest coulee. At one point or another, probably when this was all covered in ice and melted and stuff, I mean, this probably would have been full of water right to the top. Pretty neat. Missouri River, there you go. So that is a big, big river. Very neat.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Dakota 63 North.
That's awesome.
Dances with Wolves was filmed there. Apparently.
Turn right onto South Dakota 63 North, then turn right.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what this place is, but it's well, it's called 1880 Town. So I guess it's basically just an old town set in the old time period. Anyway, it said something about Dances with Wolves. If you're not familiar with that, it was a Kevin Costner film back in early 90s, I think. He was a, what do you call that? United States cavalryman, I guess, who ended up with the plains here. Ended up falling in love with a native lady. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful movie, good story. And I don't know about the historical accuracy of it. Most of his movies are pretty good now. So, it has something to do with this town. So I don't know if they filmed parts of it here. I don't remember there being a town in that movie, but could be. We're gonna go check it out. All right, just about ready to go. We're refueled with some food. Got some clean shirts on. I got this thing on. I've never tried it yet. Supposed to be able to put a kid in there, apparently. Preferably ours. I'm gonna stick him in there. Might as well. Waiting for Mama to get ready. We need keys to lock this door here, eh? Wrong ones. We need the other ones. All right, those are the right keys. Shut the door, lock the door. Always double check it. And we're off. Now we gotta cross the road and not get run over. We got that right, but we fed him in. He's in there. Biggie's happy. Are you happy? Where's your head? Yeah, you're happy. That's good. And I'm still happy. These things I find drag you down after a while and you get kind of tired. So, initial assessment, great. There's just randomly 3 goats at the gas station. You think they need gas? They don't serve hay. Hey, you're in the wrong place. It's odd. Now, speaking of goats, recently I've seen somebody walking 2 goats. I thought that was odd too. And it wasn't in this area, it was like back in Ontario. So walking goats and now 3 goats at the gas station. What's next? Relive the Old West. Okay, so this is really neat. This is their 2023 season. He said just since May 1st. This is all the people that have visited here from the States and from the world. Look how many European, Norway, China, Mongolia, Russia, Africa, Australia, all over the world, South America. That's pretty neat. We're definitely not alone. Now, we are kind of represented. Not really. I'm going to stick one in anyway.
I got a pin.
Because we live, where are we here? Yeah, I'm going to stick a pin right there. We live right there. So close to whoever else was here. I don't know who it was. Somebody, one of our neighbors.
This one too.
Oh, that one's already on there, isn't it? No, it's not. All right. And we live Manitou Island. Hard to find here. Right there is us. Okay, what else to look at? We're supposed to make our way upstairs somewhere.
It's just noises of the wolves from upstairs for the dances of the moose dogs.
Gift shop.
We are supposed to go upstairs.
Yeah.
So a really neat place. Apparently, this started off as a movie in the area, left their town behind, and this guy was allowed to buy it. Longhorn. Buy it or he got it for free, or I have no idea. And he moved it in here. And that kind of kicked off the whole thing. And then I guess he's probably been collecting ever since. Yes, my dear. Pretty neat. Oh no, this is something you could use on the homestead. I've thought of doing something, I guess, with the goat before. Basically, it's just going to keep moving when they walk on it, which will then run stuff. Brakes on right now. Really neat. So you could run, I don't know, washing machine, whatever you want, just with the dog standing here walking. But with goats and cows, they like walking uphill. If you give them a step, they'll take the step up. And so if you put it on a slant like this, they'll just keep walking. So this is all from the movie. Kevin Costner right there. Back in the day. Depicting some buffalo. And this one's dead, been skinned. Neat. A lot of buffalo were wiped out, obviously, during that time period. For their hides mainly. Yeah.
There's a big guy in there too. That's probably hip hop.
Such majestic creatures. Beautiful. Look forward to Yellowstone, seeing them for real. I think they, as far as I know anyway, they're still running around there. Should be really cool to see. Which way's left, Ainsley?
That way?
Nope.
Oh, that way.
You only got one left. Good guess.
That way.
If you would have got that wrong, that would have been terrible. Out into the world. It's an old school seat. Sorry. Old West Town. Old pistol.
I
like this.
Hey?
It's like moving and I hear a cricket.
Did you?
There's 6 houses.
Oh, yeah. Very neat. Oh, if you don't know that already, we're very much into antiques and old stuff. Very much wish we were born in this time period, I guess, because the world we live in now is a little harder to understand. Back then, people still knew what a difference between a man and a woman was, and a whole lot of other things. Folks still stood by God and honesty and truth. So, yeah, we live in a different world now, for sure. Loads to see in here. This is neat too, look at this. I forget what these are called, but it's a rock. Beautiful.
There is no upstairs. Hey, Papa.
Okay, look like a barber shop here. You gotta go back for a bath. Someplace. Oh, the water's even running, look at that. Splish, splash.
Back door for back.
This must be the bathhouse.
Maybe the bathtub. Papa, maybe the bathtub.
You wanna bathe in there, buddy?
No.
That green stuff probably helped you get cleaned up.
Papa, the front.
Hey, you youngsters are too young to be in a bar.
The what?
In the bar, there's gambling and drinking going on in there. Very neat.
What they used to use?
I often wonder in movies and stuff, watch movies from certain time periods, and then, you know, they have all the vehicles of the right stuff. Like, man, where do they find all that? Well, obviously people collect them. There's an old stagecoach. It's awesome. Wells Fargo and Company. Polish that one up and into the movie it goes. That one's a little bit newer looking. A little car. Well, early car. Got lights and stuff on it. Very fancy. Little buggies.
Papa, do you think this is what
Pretty neat. Very neat. Old buggies and wagons.
Look. Yeah, the person's pulling the bell. Someone else puts it on? Oh, yeah.
Blacksmith shop.
Smells like oil.
106 Jaeger Farm for sale. No price, going on auction. Reason for selling, land is too dry during the wet season. Oh boy. Neighbors' wives are too affectionate. Oh my My hogs won't stay in the neighbor's fences. I always have more snow than my neighbor. Maybe it's because I have more land. My baby was kept in the dark. My wife is nearsighted and kept pinning the diapers on the wrong end. My hired man died from falling through the scaffold. He was hung. My hired girl has ingrown toenails and the stenograph spread. She prefers outside work like swimming instructors. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if that's a real or just made for fun. Blacksmith tools, bellows. That's a big set of bellows.
Papa, this is the workshop.
And they keep spare shingles here for the roof, apparently.
Looks like you go in the top. There's boots and pretty dresses.
General store.
Yeah, Papa, it says, oh yeah.
I'd like to buy me some sugar.
Papa, it said outside, use inside stairs. So.
Oh yeah, doctor's office is up there apparently. Pots and pans, Crocs.
Better not go up here. Yeah. The doctor's office is up here. Yeah, Papa said. Yeah.
He's gonna give you a needle.
There's beds up here. So this is the door that we use.
Too, if you wreck it, nobody else can enjoy it.
It's a weird There's a bed for lying on.
Yeah, doctor's office.
It's a weird.
Some doctor's bed. And that door goes outside. Mr. Awful McNasty, wanted by the law.
So, Papa or Mama, a person would stand behind the desk, and if a person had two get barks, that's when that board. And I don't want to sleep on this board. That's when what is this? What is this?
And in case one jail's not enough, why don't we get two? Woo, this one comes with hydro. Look at that. This feller's got hydro hookups.
A person
Poor bugger lost his leg though.
Papa.
He don't look too good.
The propane commodity.
Rewrite. It's real, but it's stuck. Yeah, Papa, that's a real person. That's the way this feels.
Yeah.
That's rewrite. I know
Yeah, buddy. This is actually a big room, or big building. Boarding house. Hey, fancy toilet, look at that. Oh, wow.
There's Indians that are fighting against
Oh, man, beauty. What we're driving to do, we'll see those mountains, man. I love it in the mountains. Beautiful.
They're fighting against these guys.
Yeah.
Throwing axes.
Looks like a running battle going on there.
Taking their horses.
Yeah, you gotta remember, there's two sides to every story, right? These natives owned this land, even though they didn't do much with it. They owned it all, and then the white man comes in and takes it all, right? Which is kind of annoying. It's the way life goes. It's just the way it is. Very nice. A beautiful building. A lot of character to it. Hey, order a drink. To make this a whole lot cooler is if you had actually living characters, like not living, what do you want to call it, like people in dress clothes. You do have that in some places. It's really neat. There's not much here other than in the saloon there, but for the rest there's no actors here. No. Apparently our riding partners are getting a little upset. Mine's fussing about something. I can't see him. What's the matter, big guy? What's the matter? He keeps pinching me for some reason too. And Madeline's hungry. That's kind of neat too. There's an old water tower. Pretty old school. Great way to bring pressure into a home. Different than we do now, I guess, in town. There's no, well, out in the country we have our well pump, of course, and a pressure tank. But in town, the pressure's reliant on the big water tower. Being in the air like that can force feed water down. I don't know if that one would have been used for the town water. I don't think they had any running water inside at this point or not, but to this hand pump down here, maybe. Old school chicken crate. More tools. What is this? Thrashing machine. Lots of neat stuff. Okay, don't wreck nothing, don't touch nothing. Just look.
Look how they're wrapped up. Fancy, fancy.
Oh, this is neat. So, early leaf springs. These are actually strips of leather. So we still use leaf springs, obviously, for suspension, but we use metal. I've never seen that or never noticed it. Very neat. Yeah, so here's the same thing. A little bit newer. This is metal. These are metal to give it suspension. Hey, are you happy? You just wanted a drink? Yeah. Alright. Time for church, folks. We're going to St. Stephen's Church. Mass is at 9:30. Maddie not happy today. She looks pretty though. Did everybody see your new tooth? Maddie's got 2 teeth. You gonna show me your teeth? No, smile. She's still not happy. Alright, well, quiet, folks. People are in church here. Apparently, we're locked out. We must be of the wrong religious denomination because they won't let us in. I wasn't.
No.
Maddie's happy again. She's slightly nosy at times. Just wants to see the world. I don't think she liked being in there undercover. This church could potentially have a skunk problem, which would make for an interesting conversation someday. There's a hole under the church. In the train, yeah, I've seen that.
Can we go check those things?
Look at that train.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, where's the Stephen?
It's neat.
You want in there's a caboose on.
Hey, United States Postal Service. Let's see if we got any mail. Typewriter, stamps. Pretty neat. Wanted, John Dunbar for robbery, murder, treason, and other acts against the peace and dignity of the U.S. Oh my. $500 reward.
What is this?
That's neat too, eh? Old stove. What are we in now, ladies?
The lawyer's office.
Oh my. This bank will not open. Oh, you got a bank and a lawyer's office? Oh, look at all that gold just sitting there.
Sorry.
Okay.
What?
Salem Jewelry and Watch Repair, 1891.
You're watching, we can repair and
Very cool.
Local newspaper office. I always thought this was kind of neat too, because very labor intensive setting the prints and then printing them out.
Very cool.
Each page have to be custom done with all the letters laid out.
Look at the books up there.
I actually don't see all the letters here.
The journal.
Must be up there maybe.
Very cool. Like, I just can't get over the detail of how much this person.
Yeah, they've collected a lot of stuff here.
No, it's not.
Right, but like a lot of these.
We're in the fire hall. The alarm's going. There must be a prairie fire. Do it again. Mayor's a busy man.
Majestic buffalo, so powerful that a stampeding herd could overturn a railroad train. And it was exactly that threat which all but removed the bison of North America. The Union Pacific Railroad had cut the herd in half. The southern herd would be devastated in the name of sport, reached by 1878. 10 years after that, only...
Papa, where's our dough?
Little house?
Papa, serving pie.
Yeah. Who's serving pie?
Serving pie.
Ooh. You see the baby in there? Shh, 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 shh. Baby sleeping. Hey, baby sleeping, Finny.
Serving pie.
Hey, Eli, put that string down.
An exercise for the kids. Put the baby inside it. They can stand around, but they can't get away. Looks like they would have had a strap on it. And you can put some toys in front of them. That's really neat. It is time to bring the kids to school. Old one-room schoolhouse.
Is an apple.
So in my humble opinion, they should have never left from this. They kept one-room schoolhouses because these big, massive schools nowadays, there's so many people graduating that can't even read. You explain to me how that happens, but it does. I don't know how it happens. People get lost in the system. Our kids here, well, just the older two, I guess, went to a private Mennonite school, which was a two-room schoolhouse. How many kids in school? 30?
Yeah, 33, I think.
30 kids. Like that, 33 kids. With three teachers. Very small grades. Very good education. Very, very good. Very structured. They learned a lot. Versus nowadays in these super schools, these kids don't learn a whole lot and they get lost in the system. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. So I think this is supposed to be a depiction of Cisco the horse in Dances with Wolves. Prairie wagons used by Dunbar Kevin Costner and Timmins Robert Pastanelli on the trip from Fort Hayes to Fort Sedgwick. There you go. So they actually used these. These are real movie props that they used, including this one. Oh, this is them in the movie. Hauling stuff in.
Yeah, that's the load up.
Pretty neat. And apparently there's some kind of state mineral you can buy, take it with you. We don't really have a need for it, but in here you can wash out some stones or something. I'm not sure. It's an old sluice box system. Water coming down. You can wash stuff out of the rocks. A mining sluice. There's sand down on the bottom here. You could try to wash out the gold. Okay, that concludes it. We're all done. Obviously didn't film it all. There's too much to see, lots to see, but I hope you enjoyed coming along.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all